guys and girls, Rose Burnett here. Thought I'd take a little bit of a break from filming, which I'm filming the mid-months at the moment for February 2020. And I wanted to do a shout out to a few people. Firstly, I'll say that if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to post this up on my YouTube channel as well. I want to give a shout out to a few people that are doing amazing things and creating change in their lives and transforming and just inspiring others as well. So a big shout out to Lizette on my Instagram, Jodi on my Instagram, Marcia, who's been taking some steps towards health and wellness. And I kind of want to talk to you today about your ability to shine your light with the world. What does that mean? Often we can have goals and dreams within inside us, yeah, things that we're passionate about. We're a little bit tentative about bringing them out to the world, turning them into form or creating them into form in terms of making them a physical reality in your world. It can be a creative project, it can be a passion of yours. You may want to follow a certain path and you may be tentative about that or holding yourself back, worrying about whether you're going to be successful at it, are you going to be good enough? What are other people going to think about what you want to do? Is there going to be criticism, judgment, all that kind of stuff, yeah. And I kind of want to shed some light on how do you get to that place of inner strength and confidence in terms of recognizing that you are unique, you have special gifts and talents, your path is yours to follow. How do you bring those out to the world? How do you get enough confidence to break through those barriers? And usually the barriers are what we say to ourselves, yeah, in our mindset, our emotions that can run riot. A lot of that can be conditioning that we need to release from self, can be karmic, yeah, imprints made on us. In terms of having to conform to the norms of society or to family or friendships, whatever it is for you, we all get impacted differently by life experiences and who's in our lives, yeah? Some of those relationships can be very supportive and others can be toxic, or they can be not as supportive of who we are as a unique individual. It happens all the time. It's quite normal, right? And it's about recognizing the patterns that are playing out in our lives, because there's a certain point where we get to as adults, right, where we have the opportunity to clean our stuff up so that we step into our highest vibration, we step into our highest potential. We're not always going to get it right. We're going to trip up, we're going to fall, we're going to make mistakes, we might fail. We could absolutely succeed, right, but it takes a bit of work. And it's about realizing that nobody's going to hand your success to you. There's always that co-creating with the universe in terms of energy and in terms of the effort that we apply ourselves to chase our goals and dreams and to make them a reality. One of the biggest stumbling blocks is your ability to shine and allow yourself to shine and be comfortable in that place. And, there will always be people that will want to criticize and judge, and they can be people that you don't even know very well, right? Particularly if you're looking to put out a certain message to the world, whether you want to, you're obviously, often we're servicing humanity when we want to do something with our goals and dreams, yeah? So we're creating things for other people to bring abundance into our lives, or forms of abundance, streams of abundance into our lives. And, that's part of the key is creating those sources of income, ideally multiple sources, yeah, not just one. Never limit yourself. There are no limits to what you can achieve, only what you're saying to yourself, yeah. You never have to have just one passion. I want to break that myth, yeah. There is never just one life path. You can do multiple things on your life path, whatever you're most passionate about. Often they're very synchronistic and will come together in some way, particularly if you're highly creative and innovative. You might want to change your career. You're bored doing what you're doing, but you're in this safe, secure spot with what you are doing. That's going to take quite a bit for you to stretch yourself, get out of your comfort zone and take that leap of faith. Try something different. I can give you an example from my own life, and this is just, we all have children. I love my children, right? But I can have a look at my eldest son. He's turning 29 this year. And he started out, and we also change through in terms of ages, in terms of decades, what we want to follow. Our passions change, yeah. And for him, he took a punt on changing what he was doing. He trained in psychology, got a psychology degree. He went into real estate, he went traveling. He went and did the youth camp. He came back. He's still trying to find where he fitted in. He wasn't really finding where he was fitting in. He worked for a non-profit in mental health and helping youth. and he was still finding his feet, and he decided to do a second degree in teaching, in something completely different, in science and maths for high school students. Yeah, he studied his part-time job, and a lot of that he did off his own back, self-motivated. He qualified last year, so but it took a while for his degree to come through. So he missed the whole semester of being able to get into teaching here. Yeah, I'm in Western Australia. But he didn't give up. He kept plugging away. He went on one interview, and over here there's an oversupply of teachers, so it's sometimes quite difficult to get yourself into the industry. You've got to kind of go sideways as relief teaching, all that kind of stuff. He didn't need to do any of it. He took a punt on himself. He believed in himself. He went for one interview and then turned him down. And he's like, oh, well. And then he's accepted another job with where he was. And he literally, a month later, they came back to him, randomly just called him and offered him a full-time job. He didn't have to go for another interview. They had another position come up, and they said, you made such an impression, and we just wanted you. Yeah, first year, straight out. Yeah, straight into a role full-time. He took a punt on himself. He didn't hold himself back. He took a leap of faith. That's just one example. There's so many examples of, and particularly people that cross my path. And you know, I love hearing your stories. I know a lot of you share them with me on YouTube in terms of how you're changing and transforming, trying different things, starting to go after things that you really want to go after. And, you know, make yourself shine and put yourself out there and shine your light to the world, your energy, your gifts, your talents. It just takes a few steps, right? It takes going and researching what you want to do. Okay, well, how do I get into that field? Or how do I learn more about what I want to put out to the world? You might already have all the knowledge you need within you. You just need to put it on paper or create a course or however it's shaped and forms, or put your services out there to the world. Even if it's in a part-time capacity until you can get it into a full-time capacity. We call that moonlighting. Yeah. And I think the biggest stumbling block, if I can say it to you, is often fear. Fear is always at the bottom of everything, usually. Yeah. I've done a few videos on that. I'm not going to harp on about it here. I guess I just want you to think about, where is it that I want to shine my light in this world? Is there anything holding me back, and what is holding me back? What am I saying to myself? Where am I limiting myself? I've always been somebody that's believed in unlimited potential. You know, we've got this massive wide universe and universal source energy to tap into. There's never any limits, only those placed around you by yourself or others. And why let others, dare I say, ride on your back and make those decisions for you about your life path or your passions? Yeah. I want you to think about that today. Share below. I'd love to hear your comments, your feedback. Where do I want to shine in my life and put my light, my bright light out to the world? Because you can do it. And we're all waiting for you to do it. Yeah. All right. I'm going to get back to my videos now. I just wanted to share that message with you for now. Much love, much light. Namaste.